Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from Foxborough. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Patriots first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's May. And he's going to be taken down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. Good blocking, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's the rookie running back out of Miami. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on. Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out? And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. His drive will start on the ground. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's first down, and they'll run. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. So after one, the Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The Rams punting unit coming out. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is May. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's second and 2. Working out of the gun. It's May. Into space at the 45. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now a run on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On play action, here's May. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Second down and 8. They go right back to Taylor. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Third and short, and here is May. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw. Trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, LA.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Rams get back in it. It is 21-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've come to halftime here in Foxborough with the Patriots on top as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Moore going in motion. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and but most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A run with Taylor. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Denzel Ward in on the tackle. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's May. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Let's go.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Mustang 19.
From out of the gun, here's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a run going left. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Moore going in motion. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Moore going in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Rams.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Give on the ground, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try to run this one in. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Let's go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, check that.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground.
Here we go. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 3 yards of that back, setting up second and long.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Off the play fake, it's May. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Second down and 3. They'll toss this right side to Taylor. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll go play action with May. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That pass play good for 22. First down, New England.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They go right back to Taylor. Taylor a first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, New England. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Go!
They'll run here with Caleb. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So it's a win for the Patriots. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to